I want to talk about love. It has been on my heart, and it is all about the mission of Your Unity.
I use the word unity is embracing where you are about and community around you.
And so my point of departure is always stems from my faith.
Whatever's going to happen, God's people are going to be all right. And I want us to pause and just reflect on that one thing, that word love. It's 4 letters, such a short word, but it means so much.
And that energy naturally exudes, and people are attracted to those things.
It's just another moment for creative thought, and I think that has to be put out there for people to understand.
We can't control the whole world, but we can control ourselves. If each of us chooses love and unity in our own lives, the ripple effect can heal communities, cities, and nations. Welcome, everyone, to Our Unity, a show that wishes to spread a spirit of peace and love in the world, one conversation at a time. We want to encourage you to give from your heart. There are so many people in need right now. And if you are one of the fortunate people out there with a roof over your head and food on your table, if you're able to put some gifts under the tree this holiday season, so take this time to give to those that are in need. That little bit of help that you can give can change someone's tomorrow so quickly. So it is important that we serve this holiday season, that we give of our heart this holiday season, whether it's our time, whether it's a donation, whether it's just a listening ear. Let's go out there and be of service to others. I am your host, LaShawn Walker. I'd like to welcome you in, and please welcome also my co-host for the youth edition of the Our Unity show,
Selene Ferdinand.
We'd like to welcome you in, guys. Please like, share, and follow. Let everyone know that we're on right now. I hope that you guys are having a wonderful evening. How are you, Selene?
I'm doing great. I'm getting into the holiday spirit, and I can't wait.
Oh, my God. It's been a while since I've seen you.
Yeah.
And, yes, we've had quite a few holidays that just passed us by, and Thanksgiving was actually one of them. How was your Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving was absolutely amazing. This year, I got to go to the Macy's Thanksgiving Parade for the first time. Nice. It was such a fun event. All the floats look absolutely beautiful, and I got to go with my mom and my auntie. And honestly, it was such a fun event to see so many people come together. And I went to the parade with the First Responders Children's Foundation. Nice. So they had a whole breakfast, a ceremony, and thanking all the first responders.
Wow.
So and all their children was there too. So those who have lost their parents to who their parents have been first responders and probably lost their lives or something of that sort. They do that for their children, and I think it was such a beautiful event, and I love what the foundation is doing too.
I think that is really amazing, and to give back in that way on Thanksgiving, I think is awesome as well. I, got to watch a snippet of the parade on TV. I was cleaning all day, girl. It was a lot. I didn't feel like cooking, which I don't like to cook anyway. I think we all know that. But I did get to watch a little bit of the parade, and it was such an amazing event that they host every single year. But to know that they're actually giving back to the families of first responders, I think is really, really important. And the fact that you got to be a part of it, that is awesome. That is really awesome. So how long was it? Did you get to see the actual parade from where you guys were?
Yeah. We were we had our own little section. So we were right up front. So we got to see the full parade. It was so beautiful, all the floats and everything.
Wow.
I think almost everything was there.
It sounds like
anime to Disney and everything.
It sounds like you had, as well as these families, VIP treatment then, right?
Yeah.
That is awesome. And to see the floats that close up, because I'm sure you saw them going past the window, right?
Yeah.
How huge did they actually appear? I mean, on television, they look like, okay, you know, they look big, but what, from your vantage point, like, how massive did they actually look?
They were actually pretty big. They were like, I think they were like floats, and then there was like the really big balloons,
Wow.
they were very big. I mean, they're like big to like what you would expect a big like Macy's Day big like balloon would look like. But yeah, it was really.
That is
full out.
awesome. Well, I hope like next year I can join you on that adventure that you sound like you had. And again, wonderful, wonderful event for the first responders families that lost someone during, I guess, if they were responding to a fire or something like that. This is for those types of families?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. That's amazing. That's really, really nice. Well, again, Thanksgiving just passed, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that you guys actually had a grateful event this past Thursday. I know a lot of people ate a lot of food. I know a lot of people did a lot of shopping because it was Black Friday, like the very next day. Did you get a chance to get any shopping in?
I did get shopping in. I bought some new shoes, some new clothes. I actually got this shirt.
Uh-oh,
Yes.
okay. She's styling and profiling for the Your Art Unity show. I love it. I love it. I did not do any shopping. I can't get caught up in all the hoopla for whatever reason. I think I'm one of those people that if I am buying you a gift, because I feel like I give all year round, but if I am buying you a gift, it's going to be at the last minute, and I'll figure something out maybe the day or two before. So did you and your mom catch any really good deals?
Yeah, they actually had some really, really nice deals.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I went to the mall. We bought a ton of stuff. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's awesome. Well, I understand, you know, you had a birthday recently, so congratulations. My girl is 13 years old. I can't believe it. I'm just watching her grow right in front of my eyes. But you also was at a pageant, right?
What?
Tell us a little about that. And I understand that you got a title. You were titled this time, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead. Tell us about it.
I compete for Royal International Miss, which is a fantastic pageant that I absolutely love. And so during this pageant weekend, I was able to crown one of my successors because I was the Royal International Miss New York preteen. And then I also got crowned as the New York role model. So I'm really excited and I can't wait. This is a new title for me, and I honestly can't wait to serve with all of my Queen sisters. And during this pageant weekend, I was able to meet so many new friends that I will also be serving with throughout the year. So I can't wait to get together with my Queen sisters, serve, and just have an amazing year of reign.
I love that. So this is the first time that you received the role model title, correct?
Yes.
What does that actually mean? What does that encompass exactly?
It's being a role model and to basically being someone for people to look up to, like someone people can follow, and to be a really good role model and set great examples. And I feel that I also do that through Mirror Empowerment. So I really love this title, and I feel like it really represents me very well.
I love that. I love that. Were you shocked when you received it?
I did know ahead because. Well,
did they tell you? Are you serious? You better not share that on this show. What do you mean?
Because well, I put in for that title.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I see what you're saying. But it's your first time ever since being a pageant queen that you've won the title as role model, correct?
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. Well, I think that you are an excellent role model, especially for the youth, not only in your community, but truly the world for everything that you do. I know that you know today is Giving Tuesday. Oh my God. And you are a huge giver of just to any and all organizations that need help. And I love that about you. I know just recently for Thanksgiving, you were giving out turkeys, correct?
Yes.
Oh, wow. How was that experience?
It really made me feel so warm that I was able to give out turkeys and various food supplies from pies to potatoes and all the needs to have a yummy Thanksgiving dinner. And we partnered with a organization and a group of people, and I also partnered with our local legislator Kelli-Rose Lodge. He donated some turkeys too, so we're so grateful to them too. And it was honestly such an amazing experience to volunteer and give out turkeys.
I did. I know quite a few organizations that were giving out meals this season. I mentioned in the intro that so many people are in need right now. They really, really are. And just the little bit that we have, we can always afford to give someone something. You know what I mean? I think it is so important right now that we give of our heart, and any opportunity that we can, whether it's our time, whether it's a small donation, whether it's a coat or a pair of shoes, that we should take that time to extend that grace to someone else, because you never know. There are people that you could see on a daily basis that don't seem as though they're in need, but truly they're lacking in some form of fashion, and we should be able to fill that void, or just even ask the question sometimes. I know I was volunteering with Long Island Cares one year, and I'm at the church and I'm giving out turkeys for Thanksgiving, and the sides and the fixins and everything, and there were people that were coming in there with beautiful cars, and they were so well dressed, and from bird's eye view you would think that they were not in need, but after having conversations with them and hearing that this person just lost their job, or this person unfortunately their parents are living by themselves and they don't have the funds to take care of themselves, so they're there to kind of help their parents with their meal for the holiday. It made me realize that you can't judge a book by its cover. You know what I mean? Yeah. Seeing Mercedes-Benz pull up in the parking lot doesn't mean that they are not still in need of something. So I think it is so important that Mirror Empowerment and all of the organizations that we partner with are seeing that there are people out there and are actually trying to help them in any way. I know throughout the year you do it. We've partnered with the back to school drive. We've partnered with the prom dress. There's so many people out there that can use someone just cares a little bit to help them, achieve what their ultimate goals are, and that's what I see that you're doing. So let's talk about what Giving Tuesday is. What does that mean to you? I mean, I know a lot of organizations are online and everybody's asking for money and donations and things like that, and I think it's actually a positive thing. This is the one day that's designated for everyone to come out their pocket, no matter how small it may be. It could be $10, it could be $5, it could be $500, but it is putting putting in the forefront those organizations out there that are in need. So tell me what it means to you.
I think this day is such an important day, and as you said, it doesn't really matter how much you're giving back. It just matters if it's in your capabilities to give back to those in need or someone in need. It would help them hugely, because as you said, you never know what someone is going through. So I feel like this is a day to really go in your community, talk to people, see what they need help with, and to really donate to your local organizations. Whether it's a small one or a big one that's helping internationally or just in your community, it could be absolutely anything, but just give what you can give. And I think it's such an important thing in multiple communities, and people would be so grateful just for one donation.
What I love is that it puts the spotlight on a lot of organizations that you wouldn't normally know are out there and the great work that they're doing. I can't tell you how my email was flooded with, today is Giving Tuesday, and please donate to the shelter, please donate to this woman's organization, please donate to the children, please donate even to cancer research. All of these organizations are so important, and as I mentioned, if you have just that little bit of extra money available, just something from your heart, just give. Even if you have to divide it up into 5 different donations and you only have $25, that little bit today can actually make a change for someone's life tomorrow. So I love that. So as I mentioned, you've been giving throughout the year. I think we have a couple of pictures from you from the book bag drive in September or August, I think we did. And then you also help at the nursing home, correct?
Yes.
Oh, tell me about that real quick.
Okay. So throughout the year we do various events at the nursing home, whether it's Valentine's Day or Christmas or Thanksgiving. We go there and we do fun events with the residents there because, as you know, not everybody might receive visitors. And so I feel being able to give that to the people there is really personal to me because growing up, my mom works at a nursing home, so my mom will always carry me there to give back and give them cards or little teddy bears, and making them happy is what kind of made me happy too. So I feel like growing up, I've been all around giving and volunteering, so I feel that has really shaped me to who I am.
I love that. And I love that through Mirror Empowerment, you're teaching other kids to do the same thing. We have an amazing guest coming on here today. I know she is a friend of yours. I've actually seen her strut her stuff down the runway for your fashion show that you do every year. I can't wait to talk to her and to hear what she feels about what it is to give back, how it makes her feel to give back. And I know that through your organization, she is an ambassador, correct?
Yes.
All right. Well, the title of the show, ladies and gentlemen, is Giving Today, Changing Tomorrow. Do you want to read her bio?
Yes.
All right. So we're going to introduce Kelli-Rose Simpson Forde.
Kelli-Rose Simpson Forde is a vibrant 12-year-old student at Elmont Memorial High School. Passionate about movement and creativity, she enjoys track and field, dancing, gymnastics, acting, and modeling. Inspired by her Jamaican and Barbadian heritage, she carries the rhythm, confidence, and joy of her culture into everything she does. Kelli-Rose also has a strong academic side and love for science. She aspires to become a science engineer and dreams of one day designing innovative sports gear that blends her athletic interests with her curiosity and creativity. Her accomplishments include competing in multiple 5K runs, training in cross-country, walking in New York Fashion Week for several designers, and securing roles in television Netflix productions, and most recently earning her first film credit in a short film featured at the New York Short Film Festival. Beyond her passion for activities, Kelli-Rose is deeply rooted in service. As a member and youth ambassador with Mirror Empowerment, and through volunteering alongside her mother at local organizations such as Kiwanis International, as she has participated in various community outreach efforts, from visiting nursing homes to donating clothes, gift cards, and holiday items to families in need. This holiday season, she continues her commitment to giving back by supporting veterans, serving local shelters, participating in toy giveaways, and volunteering at her church. Kelli-Rose believes in using her gifts, voice, and actions to inspire others, especially young people, to serve their communities, dream boldly, and lead with kindness.
Yes, so please help us welcome the beautiful Kelli-Rose Simpson Forde. That is a mouthful, girl. How are you?
I'm good.
It is so great to have you here. You know, I've been trying to get you here for like a year or two, you know what I'm saying? I know you all busy. She acting, she dancing, she's a science pro. Like, you've been a busy little girl, my friend.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm good.
Excellent, excellent. All right, well, here, co-host, you can start. This is your girlfriend. Talk to us. Tell us what you guys got going on and how important, because I know you heard the title, is Giving Today, Changing Tomorrow. Yes. Tell us a little about what it means to give back.
What it means to give back to me is helping those in need, even if they don't look like they're struggling. They sometimes have something mentally or physically going on, and even like a little smile can make their day, and that shows how deeply kindness is important to yourself and others.
I love that.
Yes, so giving back in your community, why do you think it's important for youth your age to also know and be able to give back in their communities too?
I think it's important for youths like me to know that giving back doesn't really take a lot. Like, it doesn't like require large sums of money. even going to your local park or a food pantry, giving those in need, and cleaning parks and planting little plants so people have a good time, celebrate.
I love that. Yes, I didn't even think about that, cleaning up parks and stuff. That's a whole giving back thing too.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you clean up parks, girl? I
Yes.
love that. Well, I understand that your mom has had you involved in giving back in some form since you were a little girl, way before you even met Selene and Mirror Empowerment. How did it make you feel back then? Did you feel that it was a challenge? I mean, because for a little girl, sometimes like, I don't want to go and help other people. Like, I need help. My husband said that to me the other day. I was like, you want to go help people? He was like, oh, we need help. So did you ever feel like put upon, like, I don't necessarily want to go, or was it something that you felt was important and so therefore you were definitely interested and wanted to go?
I feel like when I was younger, I didn't really think of it that much. I thought as it like almost like a hobby or activity, like a part of my day. And I just enjoyed giving back to the community, even picking up garbage that's in the park. It makes the environment nice and clean and healthy.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. That is so true. It's those little small acts of kindness, and it's everywhere. You can give back in any capacity, anywhere, if you see that there's a need and there's a void. And clearly you saw that. Because again, I don't think I've ever cleaned up a park or anything like that. I know that I've donated, I've, given out food and clothes and things like that, but I've never done that. So I think that is so cool. You're thinking about the environment at such a young age. So
Yeah. So you do lots of volunteering, whether it's cleaning up the park or working with different organizations and foundations. Which one would you say has to be your favorite and is most personal to you?
I feel like cleaning up the parks and going to the nursing homes were definitely my favorite. Seeing the joy in the residents' eyes when you give them the food or even let them color a little activity, it really makes their day.
that is true, actually. I can attest to that. I saw a few pictures of you guys at the nursing home, and it's almost like you're giving them new life, for them to see the youth there and interested in being there with them. Because a lot of the people that are in nursing homes, they don't get many visitors. So to see that there's a young group of women and men that are coming in there to do activities with them or to talk to them, do you guys actually have conversations with them as well? Do you let them tell the stories about the old days and stuff like that?
Well, when I see them, they don't really talk about themselves, but they will tell me like their names and stuff and talk about their family and how when they visit them. And when we give them, like one time we gave them chocolate-covered strawberries, they will tell us about, when we ask them if they want chocolate or no chocolate, they will talk about how, I don't really like that one much. And then they'll give you a full-on story. And it really makes my day, seeing them communicate with each other and myself.
Yeah, I think that's important.
Yeah, especially because since they might not have a lot of visitors, it really makes them day just to know that someone's still there and they care about you, and just someone to talk to. And I think that is such a beautiful thing and also so important.
Yeah. Well, I understand that you're an ambassador for Mirror Empowerment. Tell us a little about what your role is and how important you think it is for you to continue in this role and then convince others your age, your friends, your peers, people you go to school with, to actually be of service to others.
I feel like my role in Mirror Empowerment is very important to encourage others and motivate them to give back to their community. And it doesn't even have to be in their specific community. It can be in other communities. It will really make their day. And how even at school, you can make someone's day by smiling at them or saying hello. And if they have a happy birthday sign on their head, if say happy birthday to them, it can really make their day.
Yes. And I understand you also mentioned how you wanted to be a science engineer. So this is another way of giving back, but this is also giving back to your environment and your communities and the people around you. So why are you passionate about this, and how and what ways will this be helping and supporting others?
I think helping and supporting others do science is important because science does a lot in our lives. Like I was saying, park cleanups. It really makes the environment fresh and healthy, and we breathe, well, oxygen. I mean, trees give us oxygen. So it's really important to make sure your environment is very clean. And I think science is really important to me because when I was younger, I really loved building stuff and just finding anything. With a bar of soap, I can make that into a little project.
Oh, wow.
And I think that's why when I come older, I want to be a science engineer.
I love that. Well, you are quite talented, my friend. I mean, you are a model, you act, you don't do sports. There's so many activities that you partake in. What is your favorite? Is it modeling? I heard you just had an acting role. You got an acting credit. You gonna get me on your show? What you doing? How do you like that? Which do you prefer?
I feel like I really like both, but I feel like I experience more things during acting. It's like when you watch a movie, it's like different when you already know what's happening behind the scenes and everything. So like when I go to the movie theater and watch a movie, it's like different, wondering, oh, how are they doing that, moving, and like the special effects and everything. Now I deeply, truly understand the work it gives to make a movie.
Nice. What got you interested in acting?
I feel like it was around COVID when like I was doing dance stuff and those got closed down because of COVID. So I was doing more, like I was staying home more and experience stuff that other kids didn't really get to experience. And I did an art challenge, and my mom found it on Pinterest, I believe, or Shutterfly. And I had to make a art project on thanking those in our community that helps us. And I won. I think I was like top 50 or 100.
Wow.
And I got called down to the city in Times Square, and they put my artwork up on the billboard, and I had a photo shoot.
Oh my God, and this is during COVID?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, you see resourcefulness during COVID. Everyone else was sleeping, and here you're creating art and being presented in the city. I love that. Oh my God. So, go ahead.
Yes. So how was that experience for you? Were you like shocked? Were you excited? How were you feeling when you found out that you made it into the top 50, top 100?
I feel like I was really shocked because my mom didn't really tell me why we were going down to the city. But once the car dropped us off, I even saw my artwork before I even saw the people I was meeting.
Wow.
And I was so shocked. I was like crying with joy.
Oh, that is beautiful. So, did you tap into your talents early? Did you always know that you could be an actress, you can be an artist, you can be a dancer? Was this something that you knew from a young age? Were you in different activities that kind of nurtured those gifts? Or did you just wake up like every little kid? Because let me tell you something, my daughter told me she wanted to be in 10 things by the time she was 6 or 7 years old. And she's now 29 and she's none of those things. So was it just, I think I want to try this, I think I want to try that, or you actually knew you had these gifts and you were honing them and nurturing them until now?
When I was little, I feel like it was really because of my mom, because she used to see me climb up on the bookshelf or swing across the fridge handle. So she put me in gymnastics, and I truly loved it. And a lady, when I used to go to school at my old school, a lady saw me, my talent in dance, and she offered me a spot at her dance school. And from the first day I went there, I knew that I wanted to do this for a longer time in my life.
Wow.
Yes. That is very moving, and you have such a deep connection with dance. Do you feel like dance is a way for you to kind of get away from all the other things that you do? Is this a way that you kind of express yourself, and how is dance like kind of affected in your life?
I feel like dance, 'cause I have it right after school. So like when I have my quiz and tests and even homework, it's like a lot. So when I go to dance, it's like mindfulness kind of, and like calms me down so I can reload.
That. So you put yourself in like this calm, serene type of space. It's like your dance, it just takes you away to another world then, right? I love that. And to feel that and get that at a young age, I think is really amazing. Do you see yourself pursuing this, well into your adulthood?
I can see myself doing dance when I'm older, as well as track. Even though I started dance before I started track. When I was in elementary school, I joined a track team in my community, and I feel like also when I run, it's like puts me in calmness and recharges myself. And even though I'm little competitive, it helps me nurture myself.
You heard that? She a little competitive. Uh-huh. You don't want nobody to beat you, right? I know that's right, Kelly. You say it, girl. So let me ask you real quick. I know that you love science, and you know how important it is and how it's needed, not only for the environment, but also for our future. What do you hope to contribute to the world, as being a scientist?
When I'm older, I want to take science like a next level and maybe make cures for sickness that some people have right now that there's no cure to. So make sure even though when you're sick, you know that there's something out there that can help you.
Yes. And so being able to cure these diseases and help others, this is probably playing a huge role in other people's lives too. So feeling that connection with other people and being able to help them too, how is that making you feel, and how does that inspire you to continue to help others?
My love for science inspires me to help other people because it makes me want to know that there's something out there that can help other people. So it inspires and motivates me to make me determined to help them even more.
And you also said in your bio, you said you were interested in using your science knowledge to create sports gear or better sports gear to help athletes and stuff. And being an athlete yourself, what deeply rooted you to be inspired to better grow and work on the engineering of different athletic wear?
I think I really want to use my science to make athletic gear because even though even football jerseys and stuff, they have to wear to protect themselves. But it's even though when someone tackles them, it's gonna hurt. Yeah. So I want to make it more comfortable. And when I was younger, I used to get random stuff I found around my house and make them into clothing. So I think that's where it inspired me to make athletic clothes.
I love that. So more protective gear to keep people from injuring themselves in these contact sports. I love that. So you're also a fashion designer. What don't you do, Kelli-Rose? What don't you do, my friend? Well, let me ask you, because you made a point to say something earlier that I thought was fascinating. You was giving back could also mean something as simple as a kind word, happy birthday, how was your day? Talk to me about what you feel the youth should be doing to make sure that they're uplifting and empowering each other, because I know that you're 13 as well, right?
I'm 12,
you're
turning
12.
13.
But you're in high school. You see how high school is and navigating sort of that terrain between being a junior high school student as well as a high school student. Talk to me about what you think, the youth of today should be doing to uplift and empower each other? Because it's crazy out in these streets sometimes. You know, we have social media, we have a lot of bullying going on, we have kids that don't have support at home like you have at home. What do you think that they need in order for themselves to stay on the right track and also to gain sort of some of the knowledge that you have?
I think the youth today, they can empower themselves and each other because like when you meet a new friend or a new person, saying a kind word to them will like mean that to them that they can like kind of depend on you for when they need help, when they enter a new building, they can depend on you to like help them navigate each other and focus in class when they have a question, and that's why really.
And as Ms. Hassan was also saying about technology and social media, how do you think that kids and youth could use social media maybe for better or good and not in a negative way to bring their other peers down online?
Online, as we all see, people are like bringing each other down, but there is some people that's encouraging each other and saying positive little quotes after each video they do, and taking a moment to realize that there's are people out there that wants to bring the community together from like all the bad stuff happening out there.
How do you keep yourself, you know, so grounded? Clearly, you're a very wise young lady. How do you keep yourself so grounded knowing that, you know, you have these different voices around you? You're in a school that everyone didn't grow up the way you did, didn't have the same experiences that you did. How do you stay grounded, and how would you suggest you teach others to do the same?
I feel like I'm really grounded because my parents and my family and friends always supporting me, even when I'm like feeling bad about myself. They really encourage me to lift my spirit up, and even saying a little positive quote to yourself to never give up and be brave, be kind. So stuff like that, people nowadays, they can even like when you're walking past a police officer, saying hi, that can like bring them up, but bring yourself up too, that you can like go home and say, I said hi to a police officer today.
I love that. You heard that? Say hello to a police officer when you're passing by them in the street. It's those little acts of kindness that just go a long way. And I think that's beautiful that your parents are instilling that into you so young, you know, because a lot of kids don't get that. They're leaving school and they're hanging out on the corner. They're sitting up there having fights and stuff like that. And I love the fact that that is not in your purview and that you're staying focused on your future. What is your future? Where do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years?
I see myself in 5, 10 years encouraging and helping each other and others and myself, and really like have a job, I guess.
You saw how she said have a job. Like it's so horrible. But go ahead. I get it.
And like having a job, but still making sure I'm still helping my community, because when you help your community, it helps yourself and builds your self-esteem and builds your character as a person.
And in the future, would you also would you want to continue for like the long run acting and like the performing arts and stuff like that?
I feel like when I'm older, I'll keep it as like a little side job, I guess, and still like go through that path as others, like my other path doing science, track and dance, and when I'm older, curing each other.
I love that. Well, today is Giving Tuesday. Did you give anything today? Did you share anything? What, even if it was that small, what did you do to give of yourself today?
Today, actually, in my English class, my teacher always posted up when it's someone's birthday. So when you see them in the hallway, they say happy birthday if you know the person. But even if you don't, like, and you see someone else you don't know, but they have like a sash or something saying happy birthday, then I would say happy birthday to them. And I said happy birthday to 3 people today. And I was helping the deans in my school give out and sell candy and chips and cookies.
Wow. What did you do today to give back?
Oh, today, in class, I was able to actually help my friend in Spanish with our Spanish work because we're working on a family project. So we're like making a little project like about our family. So I was able to help my friend like figure out the words and stuff.
I love that. I love that. It's, again, Giving Tuesday, one day to honestly celebrate it, to actually do something about it, and to actually contribute to a need that's out there. But it is something that is important that we do every single day. And that's what I feel like I do. I don't need like one day to remind myself of giving back, but I think it is important that we at least highlight that fact, that today should be strictly about giving back in any way that you possibly can. And as Kelli-Rose said, even a kind word is a way that we can give back. We don't always have to give of money, you know, we don't always have to give of something physical. It can be, or material. It can just be a smile or a kind word, and I love that. And you, giving back could be just helping someone, you know, they had a task and you offered to help them in that way. I feel the same way. Like, I think I gave back today by just literally just being kind to people all day long. Not that I'm not kind every day, but it was just that extra bit of sugar that I laid on it, just to kind of uplift someone and give them, you know, to give them just a spirit of happiness and joy by just whatever my words was able to convey. So I love that you said that, Kelli-Rose. You literally probably made someone's day by just saying happy birthday to them. I'm sure they would have preferred a cake or cupcake or something like that. But the fact is that you acknowledge them on their big day. So I think that's amazing. So knowing that today is also Giving Tuesday, how do you see you paying this forward, you know, for the rest of your life? Not just today, but every single day.
I see myself when I get older, or even tomorrow, like when I see someone that looks like in school, like they're having a bad day, maybe help them with their stuff, or even helping someone with a math problem or a biology question when they seem like they're struggling. It could really make their day because it'll be an extra added point on their tests or classwork that they probably wouldn't have gotten.
Yeah, and as you've been saying, the little actions is really counts. Because I know for me, it makes my day. Like if someone just holds the door for me,
Aww.
and it's like it's a simple action, but at the same time, it means a lot. Because like, oh, you had the thought to just wait and hold the door for me.
Yeah.
And I think like simple actions like that can really make someone's day. And as you said, you never know what someone's going through.
Right.
So even though they might seem fine, they might not be fine on the inside. So doing something like that could really make them see the goodness in life too.
Yeah, I love that you said that, you know, because again, I feel like life has just been plucking me in the head lately. I really do. Like, just look. So, but I still show up with a smile on my face. No one would ever know what I'm going through. I'm not one to really share my business with a lot of people because I don't need that energy on top of it, and I don't need people to fuel what I have going on. So, you know, I'm a big spiritual person. I like to pray. I like to talk to God. I like to have those moments with myself to sort of reflect on what's going on and kind of just figure out a way to stave it away. But how do you do that? You mentioned that you like to uplift people by giving them a kind word or just saying something, you know, listening to them, having a conversation with them. What keeps you lifted up? Because I'm sure both of you go through days that you feel like somebody's just plucking you in the forehead. When you're going through those moments, how do you handle them, and what could others do for you in that moment?
When I'm having a bad day, I really just take a deep breath and talk to God really, and myself, saying I can get through the rest of the day. And when I go to bed after a bad day, I just take a moment to myself and just lay there thinking about like the next day and how it could be better.
Yeah, I love that. What about you? Or you don't have bad days because you Queen Selene. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
No.
Go ahead.
I do have bad days, and I think just smiling, and I feel like sometimes like when you smile at someone else, they smile back, and I feel that really makes my day. And I feel like I like to go outside and like socialize with people. So I feel like talking to people, although I might not be telling them or expressing to them how I'm feeling, it still makes me feel better because having that conversation is like kind of like taking my mind off of what I might be thinking about or what might be happening in my life. It's kind of like a moment to like kind of step away from what's happening and to kind of and connect with someone else too.
Right.
Yeah.
I've been journaling a lot lately. I have. And I think it is because, not wanting to sort of talk to people about what's going on because I just feel, honestly, sometimes you talk about stuff and it even though people might be comforting in their words, you know that it's got to run its course and that God is really the only person that's going to work out everything for you in the first place. But what I found was journaling, getting my feelings out on paper and rereading what I wrote, and kind of, trying to reflect on what those words mean and being positive about the outcome. It brings comfort to me, instead of me talking about it or me holding it in, because a lot of people like to hold stuff in as well. It's almost like it's not happening if I don't say anything about it, or it's not happening if I don't think about it. But that's not true, because sometimes you can honestly make yourself worse by internalizing everything. So again, what you said is beautiful as well, just going out and talking to people, even if you're not talking to them about what the problem is, you're at least having a conversation, is kind of taking your mind off of it. And the same thing with Kelli-Rose, what you said I think is important as well, is that you just have those quiet moments in that time. And I love to sleep, girl, so sometimes I just sleep the problem away. But the fact is that it is important to get it out in some form of fashion so that you can release it and then you can bring that positive energy to you. So writing has been so important for me lately. It really, really has. So we got the Christmas season here, my friends. It's all about gifts. I was driving here, stuck in traffic, looking at all the beautiful lights. Are you ready for Christmas?
Yes, I'm really excited. Christmas is one of my favorite holidays. I love all the decorations in front of people's houses. There's like a house on my block. They go all out for every holiday.
Wow.
So like going like outside, I'm just looking down the block and it's like, wow. And it's like, and it's like there's like so much holiday spirit, and I feel it's a really happy time, especially because a lot of people might not have the happiest time, but going outside and just feeling the holiday spirit from everyone else around you, you kind of absorb it and you kind of feel happy too.
I agree. Don't you? It lifts your spirit to see all the lights out and everything. I know October 31st came, Halloween, people were putting up trees and stuff. I wasn't ready then. Thanksgiving, I'm kind of prepared for it. But once you start playing November 1st, you start playing Christmas music, I'm like, hold up. Let's give it a moment. Let's get to Thanksgiving first. But now I'm enjoying the joyfulness of this season. What are you most looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to the Christmas tree lighting where everybody in the community comes together to light the tree, and I'm excited to look at all the Christmas lights because my grandfather each year, he drives around all the blocks and we see all the Christmas trees and all the lights. It's really beautiful. And after Christmas, it's my birthday, so I'm very excited.
Really? When is your birthday?
December 28th.
Oh my God, so you get a twofer. That is beautiful. How does that happen? do you have to like forego a few gifts and stuff because it's your birthday like
Not
3 days
really.
later? Not really. So we're celebrating Christmas and Kelli-Rose's birthday, 2 different days, 2 different surprises. Do you get a cake and everything?
Yes.
Oh my God, that is so cool. I got a girlfriend who her birthday is like literally the day after, and she tells me like every year she has to choose one. I'm like, how do you have to choose one? The family doesn't want to celebrate the birthday and Christmas at the same time. Yes, isn't that crazy? It's either going to be your Christmas gift and 1 birthday gift, or it's going to be 1 Christmas gift and then a whole bunch of birthday gifts. So I love that your family takes care of you for the holidays and for your birthday. That's amazing. I think I'm most looking forward to just being with friends and family this time of year. You know, my mom was supposed to be here for Thanksgiving, and unfortunately, you know, we had to delay the trip a little bit, but I'm bringing her here because she lives in Virginia. We're bringing her here for Christmas, and I'm so excited about it. I haven't seen her in a while, and I usually don't get all caught up in the Christmas with the lights. I love looking at them and driving to other people's houses. I do not decorate. My daughter's grown. We don't need all that stuff. But I love the feeling of the season. You know, I love that, you know, everyone's happy. I love that there's people out in the street. I love that every block, for the most part, is lit up. I really do enjoy that. And most importantly, the spirit of it, I think it's so important as well. So I'm glad that you're celebrating both your birthday and Christmas at the same time. And I hope that you guys out there as well are going to be enjoying this holiday season, but not forgetting to give back, because there's a lot of people out there in need who don't have a Christmas tree. I choose not to have a Christmas tree, but there are people out there that actually want that and unfortunately are unable to have that. I host every year a Sandy Claus drive. My best friend, my business partner, passed away, and she loved Christmas. I only love Christmas because Sandy loved Christmas. She believed in Santa Claus until she left this earth. And in honor of her, I try to keep that spirit alive by giving back to kids who are less fortunate, who don't have the opportunity to have a gift under the Christmas tree. What do you, as Mirror Empowerment, plan on doing during this holiday season?
Mirror Empowerment, we partner with a few different organizations, and we host a Christmas give back. So we collect a bunch of toys, and I mean tons and tons of toys to give to the kids, and to see so many organizations and people come in and to really brighten up the kids' days. And because, as you said, not everybody can afford Christmas presents or a Christmas tree. So being able to give to the children and the other youth and to make their holiday season a little bit more special. And a thing I've been seeing is like if you go into like the store, there's like a Christmas tree, and like for the kids, there's like little ornaments stuff, and you take one, and there's like what they want for Christmas on it. So for like those who like can't afford Christmas gifts, so people would they would go shopping for a bunch of these things, whether it's camera or clothes, whatever the kid wants, and then they would donate it to that family.
I love that. That's like a secret Santa.
Yeah.
So these kids have no idea. You're just is this at the mall?
No, I think certain stores, I think Walmart might have it.
Okay.
Like a few like shopping stores and stuff. Yeah.
So the kids or the parent puts their name and what their child wants on the ornament, and then a stranger just picks it up, buys the item, and then donates it. I think that's a fabulous idea. I really, really do. What do you plan on doing for the holiday season to give back?
What I plan to do for Christmas, I don't really have like a lot planned, but I know at school they do a Secret Santa with the teachers, but there is a thing in the hallway for kids that don't really have well, it's actually not in the hall, it's in the guidance center, and for kids that don't really have the opportunity to get toys or like hang up ornaments or have a Christmas tree. some of the teachers and faculty in the school, they'll go out of their way and buy the stuff for them and donate to their families.
I love
So it's
that.
another way of getting back to the community.
I love that. I love that. And you know what? You probably have kids in your school that you have no idea that are in need as well. So this could be your opportunity, not to be nosy, you know, because you don't want to pry into people's business. But if you do see that there's a friend out there that doesn't necessarily look like their parents have the ability to you know, give them the Christmas that they want, you should get them something. You know what I mean? Anything, something small, but just pick that child that I'm sure you know, because every kid knows in school, like what child, I know I did when I was growing up, like what child was in need without them even saying anything. And I kind of befriended a lot of them, and you know, just to be kind to them, because a lot of the times these are the kids that are getting picked on because they don't have the fresh new sneakers or the nice outfits or whatever it may be. Just take that extra time, I think, this holiday season to give of yourself to them. I think that it would truly make their day, because again, as we mentioned, giving today can change someone's tomorrow, right?
Yes. It's even, as you said, the small little things. And for all you know, it could be the person sitting right next to you in class. It could be the person in front of you, behind you, and you could never know. So honestly, being just a kind person, just and someone people, if they feel comfortable enough to open up to you, just being someone who's there for them, and if you can, to help them too.
Yeah, I agree. Well, Kelli-Rose, girl, you have been a delight. Is there anything you want to share with the Your Our Unity Youth Edition audience before you go?
I would just like to share that giving back to your community doesn't take a lot, and to remember saying hi to someone on the street or at your job, workplace, or at school, it will really make their day.
What about you? What do you want to share with the audience?
I want to share with you that kindness is key, and the little things really do count. They're just the smallest actions can change someone greatly. So be kind, help others, and give back this Giving Tuesday.
That's right. Well, I'd like to thank you ladies so much for being here. You have truly been amazing, and please continue to give back in any way you possibly can, which I'm sure you will definitely do, okay? Well, I'd like to get real quick to the Dare to Be You. And it is, dare to be the giver. Dare to show up with a heart ready to serve. Dare to give even when no one is watching, when it's quiet, and when it doesn't benefit you. Because giving isn't about having the most. It's about offering what you already carry: compassion, kindness, time, and love. So dare to be the reason someone feels seen, supported, and valued. When you give today, you help change tomorrow for someone else and for yourself. And that is exactly what these beautiful young ladies have been sharing with you guys today. Give of yourself today so that you can change someone else's tomorrow. I'd like to thank you guys out there for tuning in to another fabulous episode of Your Our Unity. I'd like to thank my co-hosts, Selene Ferdinand and Kelli-Rose Simpson Forde, for being our guest today. I want you guys to have a fabulous, fabulous holiday season. Please remember that I love you, and that peace and love is in the palm of your hand. So let's go out there and be some love, share some love, and just walk in love. We will see you in 2 weeks here on Your Our Unity. In the meantime, let's say good night. Good night, everyone.